So today, I think I crossed. My friend group. I think we reached another milestone. Okay, I didn't like the last milestone we reached. It was very stressful for me, but this one, in all honesty, I had some wine. I did. I had some wine. I had a lot of wine. We were at a festival, a wine festival. It was a lot of wine. A lot of wine was had. So, and I was talking to them about something that happened to me last week that I also spoke to my therapist about. And it wasn't important, but it was like how a different topic, like something happened. Okay. I was talking to my therapist about an incident that happened, but the incident that started was based off of me talking about conspiracy theories. Y'all, I love a good conspiracy theory. I love it. I love it. I just eat that shit up. I love a good conspiracy theory because y'all, nobody has the answers. Okay, we don't have the answers. The world is vast and old as hell. The galaxy is old as hell. Nobody's got the answers. And if nobody's got the answers, then there's room for all things, right? Now, I don't necessarily can't say that all things exist, but I'm open to having a conversation because I ain't got all the answers, Sway. I don't got all the answers. And if anything is possible, because I ain't got the answers, then anything is possible. Anyway, neither here nor there. I was talking to my friends about conspiracy theories because I was talking to my therapist about conspiracy theories that led to another conversation, and I was like, that's not the point. The point was I was trying to have a topic. I was being very vulnerable. When I brought this up before it made its way to my therapist, and that was why it was brought up in my therapy appointment, because it did not go the way I thought it was going to go, and I didn't realize how vulnerable I would feel sharing conspiracy theories. It was weird. I guess I never thought about it. I don't think I've ever talked about conspiracy theories with people outside of my family. So, and of course, your family loves you, and they just have to deal with however crazy I am. And yeah, I deal with your crazy and you deal with mine. Anywho, it was so nice because, again, I think we reached a new milestone because it started off with two of us talking. Was it two of us? Three of us talking. And about the conspiracy theories. Or what I was believing, because it was 2 or 3 different things. And it went over so well. Not only did it go over well, it was, it was haha, but they followed me. I was like Charlie Day and my red string theory, breaking this shit down, and they sat there and they had input, and we kept going. This is what I wanted, and this is why it was frustrating, and this is why I ended up in therapy. But this is neither here nor there. Didn't end up in therapy but whatever. It went over so well that another one of my friends, she was like, so you believe, so yeah, she was like, yeah, I have some conspiracies too. How do you feel about aliens? And I was like, girl, I feel like we know now, and the government's telling us now, but girl, we been knew about aliens. I didn't personally truly know, but because I have the philosophies I have when it comes to the unknown, yeah, because our government is so honest with us, right? You think they would tell us? They tell us when we have to know, when they have no other choice, or they're telling us to hide a greater threat behind that. They give us little things here and there, like dimensional creatures fully formed. Yes, I can believe that there are aliens. I ain't got the answer, Sway, okay? I know we stopped exploring the ocean, and I think there's aliens down there, and it's terrifying. I love a good beach. I'm a beach baby, but baby, the ocean is terrifying, okay? So yes, I do believe in aliens. And she started talking to me about aliens, and that was so nice, because then I realized she wasn't just, we weren't just talking about conspiracy. She was sharing her conspiracies. And then I realized what was going on here, and I was like, now, granted, I had wine, and maybe that's why it was good and easy conversation, but it was a real dialogue. It was a group dialogue, because then more of the group came over, and they're like, what's going on here? And then we had to go back, and then we could fill everybody in, and then it turned to this big thing, and I was just like, oh my God, The last time I told someone I believed in conspiracy theories, he got so mad. He was like, I'm a man of science and I'm a Christian. And I'm like, okay. And he was like, that couldn't be possible. And they wouldn't be real, fully formed creatures. They would be organisms. And I'm like, meanwhile, okay. Like, okay, I'm not going to argue with you, buddy. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to force you to believe whatever. You believe what you believe, and I believe what I believe. That's what I believe. That's how I live my life. I believe what I believe. You believe what you believe. And okay, but he was really offended that I didn't believe what he believed. And that's where the problem comes in. Because what? I'm like, honey, that's not how that works. And I just threw that out there. That one was just like a subject change to lighten the mood. And then he was like, well, what's one conspiracy that you believe? And then I just brought up aliens because it's easy. It's nothing. It's aliens. It's Independence Day, which I love. But he got so offended by that. It was weird. I'm like, meanwhile, honey, you've got bigger things to worry about. But yes. Since then, I haven't spoken about conspiracies to anyone. I just wanted someone to come with me on like Alice in Wonderland and I'm the rabbit, and I just wanted them to come with me down the rabbit hole. I know I'm very aware. I know the world that we live in. I know when I take my aluminum cap off, I'm very aware, okay? But when I had this particular topic, I just wanted you to come with me down the rabbit hole, and it just didn't work out that way. And then I'm in therapy venting about it, but then I sit down with my therapist, she's laughing, and she gets me. She gets where I was trying to go. It's not, necessarily about the topic. It's just, it was just whatever. But yes, it was very nice. So I met that milestone with my friends today. I'm so excited. Anyway, that was the point. I was just thinking about it. I was so excited. Okay. Have a nice night. Dark as hell. I could have turned on the light in the car, but I felt like it would be too aggressive. It's so bright. It's too late. Y'all just got to figure it out. Listen to my voice as you go to sleep. We will discuss conspiracies at another time. Look at my eyes. Listen to my voice. Hear my words. That's all, folks. The end. It's giving very Morticia. Anyway, have a nice evening. Good night.